Hi Virgo, this is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching this reading. This is a reading for the month of June for sign of Virgo. And I'm going to build this reading around the oracle cards. So I've got the angels, what have I got? The healing with angels cards here. And that's going to be my first card to work with. And it's giving you harmony. And then we do also a soul singing card. And we've got faith again. Lovely. Sometimes these cards keep returning, and that's fine because that's just a general energy then for the week and the month ahead. So this is a general reading, Virgo, and it will apply differently to different people and to different extents. And if you want a private reading specifically for your situation, then you can contact me via tarotforlifecoaching.com. The link is below, and you can order different types of readings there. You can contact me about that. So I'm going to pull 2 cards for each week from the tarot and just see how that flows for you this week. So, okay. Right, so let's have a look at the tarot. So before we start, I just want to show you the bottom of the deck. It's the Knave of Pentacles in upright position. And that is quite a lovely sort of fresh energy. It could be a gift. It could be normally the knights are this is what I'm thinking. Normally the knights are the bringer of the tarot, and the knaves, princesses sometimes, are on that level also. They bring you something. But it is new. It's something new. It's something that it's not matured yet, you know. So it could be a very positive thing, something new coming in to your situation. So I'm just going to have a look at your tarot cards then. So we start with the Hierophant, and then we're moving on to the Ace of Wands, and we have the Empress. I haven't seen the Empress for a little while now, and we have the Sun in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands, the Lovers, 9 of Wands in reverse, and we have the the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, good. So let's have a look. We start with the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is a card that represents the energy of a very structured nature, rules, regulations, and being bound, you know, rigid systems that are all around us. They're not necessarily negative. I think we all need rules, we all need systems in our society and hierarchy and that sort of thing, because otherwise there obviously would be sort of anarchy, wouldn't there? And this is combined with the Ace of Wands here, which is almost like an opposite energy as it comes in here. The Ace of Wands. And Wands are, or is the suit that is very fiery, forward moving, and the one is a starter energy. So something new, something fresh, something fiery comes in, passion comes in. So in a way, it feels to me that you are probably coming from a situation that has been a bit rigid, maybe a bit stale, and maybe even a little bit boring. And it feels to me that you are ready for maybe some new energy, you know, that some new energy needs to come in here. And the tarot is giving that to you. It's definitely saying we're coming from a quite a stale, maybe rigid situation, but actually, I want to give you something fresh and new. So some new idea, some new plan, something that feels very positive seems to be coming in early on in June for you. And this newness is also emphasized here with the Empress next to it. Empress is also a start. It's also new beginnings, fertility, growth, being in your element, also there's also an abundance, and yeah, there is just a fruitful energy here. So this is very lovely. This is coming in really strongly for you. And I think you need it. I think you needed something fresh here, because I'm sort of getting the impression that the energy may have been a little bit stale at some point for you. New ideas, new energy needs to come in, and things need to come to fruition, you know. But the Empress here, there is this sense of rebirth and restart, and Ace of Wands together, blimey, there's lots of energy there. Now you have the Sun in reverse here, combined with the Empress. And again, it's almost the opposite again. Sun being a very lively, joyful, beautiful energy. Sun in reverse is actually not usually negative, I wouldn't say, because it's such a powerful card that it shines its light either way, upside down or in sort of in reverse or straight. But there is this slight feeling here of do I go for it or not? You know, is it me? Is it me? There is a forward energy, and I think you're probably contemplating, is this actually for me? Is this the right thing? And I know Virgos are deep thinkers anyway, so you may actually overthink it a little bit. You know, you may be tempted at least to overthink things a little bit. I don't feel you need to. I feel there's such a beautiful positive energy here, and then you've also got the Faith card, that I don't feel, if there's such a strong energy coming in here with something positive, something new coming into your life, a new idea or a new way of looking at something, can also be an internal job, of course, doesn't have to always be external, that you don't have to criticize yourself over it or worry too much about it. And because you also have the 10 here, the 10 of Wands, and that shows me that you have carried a burden with you for a long time. The 10 being the last in the cycle, you have totally completed the round here, having picked up a lot of things that you probably don't or no longer need, you know. The person is looking a bit bent over, is not particularly having a good time with it because it's too heavy, and something needs to therefore be dropped, you know. And it will, because it's combined with the Lovers here, and the Lovers card is such a beautiful energy of finding your true love, if it is a romantic reading for you, or it could be finding your inner love, your inner strength, your inner connection with your heart. It could also be finding a connection, a true love connection with maybe a work situation, or even at home. It could be the birth of a child. You know, this could also easily be for somebody who is pregnant in the later stages. A situation where birth is happening, because, you know, carrying a child for 9 months can feel burdensome like that. And then the meeting of your child, the birth itself, and letting it go, and just finding that love connection, because obviously love connection is there before the birth, but you know, it could easily be that there is a beautiful moment here somewhere in the month where you feel totally connected, giving birth and having a new baby, and feeling totally connected with that, if that resonates with you. Yeah, it can definitely work out like that for some of you, I feel. But it doesn't have to be like that. Obviously, that is quite specific for some of you. Not everybody's going to give birth this month. But there may be something about giving birth to something, because the new energy comes in here and the Empress is sitting there. So there is an element of something is going to be born. Something is going to start, is going to come in with new energy, and you're going to drop something from your burdens, you know, something that you've carried with you. There is no need to carry that with you anymore. You're now at number 10 of that cycle. It's the end of it, and you can let that go, and then find that inner love again, you know, find that inner love, find that connection with love in some way or another, however that relates to you. But it probably relates to the two come together. So there's something about letting go of burdens and finding the love on the other side. You know, there is that connection between the two of them. It's like you can't see the love and you can't feel the love when you're completely overburdened with things. And the tarot is encouraging you to say, I'm going to drop these things and I'm just going to really connect with my inner love center. Loving somebody else, loving your inner center, it's the same thing, isn't it? Because the external is reflected from our inner life. And I really see this here also because there is a strong, there's just a strong, I would say, godly, beautiful energy there. A godly influence. So I'm getting a spiritual lotus flower. I don't know if it is, but it comes across to me like that. So there is also a maturing spiritually, which obviously to do with love, universal love, and love, your soul love, I would say. So there's something about letting it all go, opening yourself up for the new, rebirth, and finding a love connection. That's, I suppose, is the summary, and then you can place it wherever that fits in your life. Then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Now the Nine of Wands in reverse is a beautiful card. Upright, it's quite a challenging card. It shows somebody being quite trapped, having a blindfold and feeling stuck in a situation. And again, a lot of burdens there. But it's in reverse, which means you're moving on from that situation. So you may well again have felt trapped in a situation, which reflects the Hierophant once more, you know. And it's all a matter of just removing the blindfold and opening yourself for the new way of looking. Once the blindfold is out, you can see your way forward. And so it's a very freeing card here. And I feel a lot of freeing energy here. And then opening to love. Very beautiful. Very nice reading this for how it comes across to me. Not that I'm reading it very nice, but it's just how the cards are. So the Knight of Wands in reverse is the last card, and it is combined with the Nine of Wands as well. So letting go, as we just said, of the blindfold, opening yourself up, and also, you know, monsters, letting go of monsters, like the bear is coming towards this person. And if you take the bandage off, I'm not sure if it is a blindfold actually, but at least, you know, there is a limitation there. And feeling able to deal with it, with the bears, the demons, the negativities, the things that attack you, leaving that behind you. I think it is quite a gentle process. It's not going to be it feels to me like it is going to be something that's a little process. It's not going to be done overnight. It might be a few days, or it may be a little bit longer, but you're moving on from something, you know, and you're really leaving something behind, because the Knight of Wands is here, which is normally a very fiery bringer of energy into the tarot, but it is in reverse, and in reverse it just takes the edge off of it, you know. It's not so overly passionate, it's not so overly expressive. It is calmer, it's a slightly calmer, but still very much forward moving. So you are leaving something behind and putting some burdens down, breaking away from some old rules and religious or what's the word, rigid scenarios. You're opening up this new energy coming in. Something is coming to fruition for you this month, and it feels beautiful. So you can let go of a lot of burdens here, opening yourself up for the love inside, for the energy around you towards people, and breaking free, you know, really going forward to a much more peaceful place. And this is, I think, what's actually quite nice, because you're moving towards harmony. It's a nice energy here for you. And whilst this is all going on, Faith card is saying to you, new light energies are coming in for the beginning of this new world. Have faith, as we will all begin to live from our heart centers. And I think this very strongly relates to your Lover's card. You know, it's like learning to really live from your heart center again. That feels very, very solid for me there for you. So I hope this makes sense to you, Virgo. And I wish you a beautiful month ahead of June 2017. If you want a private reading, do please contact me. And if not, I wish you a beautiful month and I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.